name is JT and I'm going to make you better at chess. Today is Review Friday and I'm taking your games and reviewing them on stream. I chose 3 today and I'm going to cover one that I thought was amazing and it has a lot of points that I can illustrate. And if you want to do the same and you want your game analyzed, just go to Discord, get one of your games or play a good game and put the PGN into the your games category. So let's go ahead and look at this game. So it's e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. Hit the sub and the like if you like this video already. Great, thanks. d4, nice little Scotch game. So d6, and this is really good for white already. So takes, and takes. Okay, so here after king takes, they play a really nice move, bishop b5. Although I like bishop b5. I just tend to develop this first, but there's nothing wrong with this. This is actually absolutely fine. And here I like castles, bishop d7, and just keep developing your pieces, right? In these kind of open games, the person who has more development usually is a bit better. And so here, we're kind of better developed because we have castled, we have our knight and bishop out. The next move, c3, is actually really important to stop the knight from going to very critical squares. So good job understanding that. Bishop d6, and here you play a move that I really don't like. You played knight b to d2, and probably you're asking yourself, JT, you just said develop your pieces. Yeah, but there's a certain order, and yeah, usually you want to develop your knights before your bishops, but here I think it's very critical to play bishop e3. Why? The idea is this bishop can't go anywhere. This bishop is a big pawn here. It does not belong here, and they're eventually going to want to move it. Where's the only place that's good for it? c5. So if you take that square away, they can't move there, and they will have a bad bishop, right? It's the point about creating bad pieces. Anyways, knight bd2, knight g7, knight c4, and this is another move I didn't like, the knight c4 idea, because now, although it's not losing, it's, yeah. On b5, then you have to take on d6. They have to capture on d6, otherwise you would get this check here. Forking here and here. C captures d6. Bishop c2. Bishop, okay, and then after b5 here. Now I really want you, instead of replying to their threats, think about what else you can do. Right? They're going to take anyways. There's no need to protect it. And maybe if you want to take with the bishop, cool. But your bishop, if they do take, now has a beautiful diagonal, so you kind of almost want them to take, right? And so here I think rook d1 was a critical idea. Now bishop d2 is not bad. It's just about small improvements, right, wherever you can. So bishop d2 captures, bishop captures, king e8, rook a1. So you play that anyways, right? Knight c8, rook f to e1. Here I do like rook f to e1, but this is not going to open. They have to play f5 and d5, and they're nowhere near ready to play it. So here I would recommend just doubling on the d file, and that's probably a better way to go about this, but let's go. Okay, here f3, okay, they don't have a dark square bishop, so okay, fine. And that knight wants to go to d5, wants to find a home on d5, right? So very nice. I don't understand this move. Okay, you're just trying to develop all your pieces, and we can see that this rook has no scope here because of this idea, right? So very good job. You're covering all the squares. And check, takes. And okay. So far, so good. Yeah, I don't see any problems, and you played quite well. But here you've allowed their pieces to start getting a little bit active, right? Knight d4 is really strong, which actually they played. And the reason this is a strong piece is because it's in the center of the board and it's controlling a lot of the enemy territory. So okay, let's play here. Oh, they took a pawn as well. You know, that fork was very important. And they danced around, and now it's about equal again. And so rook end games are always fun, right? I've heard that rook endgames are one of the best and most requested endgame ever, right? Ooh, okay. This is actually, like, this position without the pawns is a well-known win. Except, like, if you just have this one pawn. So I'm wondering how they're going to do it, right? And so this is actually really interesting because rook 8, you have to play a passive defense. But let's see if they know the idea. Oof. Uh-oh. Now black is winning. Whoa. This is it changed. So actually the way to win this. So before all of that, so they play a passive defense, and it's just to play G7 right away. And then here, here, here. Super simple win. Okay. I think you could even accomplish this with this idea. Right? Anyways, let's go back to what happened in the game. So they played a whole bunch of checks, and now black is the one that's winning. And they chase each other for a while, and they resign. So, or maybe they didn't resign, but that's the end of the game. So I really think the small ideas that you should take here are: don't develop your pieces too hastily, and even the knights before bishops, that rule was meant to be broken, right? And I think you're a good enough player to kind of understand this. Just the way I saw you playing, I think you're pretty strong. I don't know your rating because the rating's not here, but I would say this is a pretty good game. If you're not over 1800, that would surprise me. So great job from both of you, both players actually here, because they played some pretty good chess. And thank you for watching. So if you enjoyed this or you want your own game analyzed, sub. But thank you, and that's my time here today. Remember, I'm JT. I'm here to make you better at chess, and I'll see you in the next one.